on in, let's talk about debt and let's talk about money. Specifically, we want to talk about how you can have more money. One of the things that keep most Americans living from paycheck to paycheck is credit card debt. So make sure that you look at reducing your debt. Debt is one of the things that keep most of us from getting to our financial goals. So decreasing debt is going to be a big part of our saving more money. The credit score, you want to make sure that you try to keep a high credit score, because the credit score makes you pay more or less for everything you get. For instance, you may not be able to get a job if you don't have a good credit score. Your credit score is the control of your life. It decides whether or not you can get a mortgage. Or if you get the mortgage, it'll decide how much you pay. It'll decide whether or not you can get an automobile. Or if you're not paying cash, how much you're going to pay for that automobile. It really is a controller of your life. You may not be able to get insurance on your automobile, or you may not be able to get life insurance if your credit score is not a high credit score. So make sure you want to keep your credit score as high as possible. I always say strive to keep it at least above 725, but work on getting it up, whatever that might be. And using the credit card, you want to make sure that you pay that off. When the bill comes in, pay it off at the end of the month. Don't let it go over into the next month so that you're incurring interest. Because when you use the credit card, think about that now. That's someone else's money we're using. So you want to make sure that if you have to use it, I prefer you pay cash as you go. But every now and then we use a credit card. But make sure we pay it off at the end of the month. Because if you don't, it's the same thing as you taking your money and just throwing it away. So when you're not paying it off and you're paying interest, it's no different from you getting your paycheck and taking a part of that paycheck and just throwing it away. So make sure you pay your credit card off when the bill comes in. You want to think about living within your means. Living within your means simply means controlling your spending. You want to control your spending, and you do that best if you have a spending plan or a budget. So write down what's coming into your house, your income, and write down what's going out. What are your expenses each month? What are you spending on your mortgage, your rent, your car payment, your utilities? And don't forget those big expense items like your insurance that you may pay 3 times a year, 4 times a year, or maybe even once a year. So don't forget the big expenses, to figure those into your budget. Writing it down is really a key though. And then I want to help you find some free money so that you can have this extra money. How do you find it? I bet you have a lot of free money in and around the house. Let's go over a few ways. If you have insurance, let's say on an electronic that you recently bought, and then that is free money because you need to drop that. That's what we call rip-off insurance. Rip-off insurance includes insurance that you have on your appliances, insurance on electronics, insurance on your children, all of that. So take a look and see if you have the rip-off insurance and drop that. That'll bring in extra money. What about your cable? Are you carrying premium channels? Then drop the premium channels. That's going to save you maybe $20, $30 a month or even more. That's extra money. It adds up over time. Look at your food bill. We spend a lot of money on food that we don't have to spend. And where do we spend it? On eating out. So look at your dining out and cut back on dining out. You don't have to cut it out, but you need to cut back on dining out. You can save a lot of money there. Insurance. Look at raising your deductible on your automobile insurance, even your homeowner's insurance. And also for the insurance, you want to shop around. When was the last time you looked to see if you could get a better value on your insurance? Shop around and you may be able to get a better rate. Look at refinancing your mortgage. Mortgage rates are quite low, so you want to look at see if you can refinance your mortgage. Simple things like weatherizing. Weatherizing your home can save you a lot of money. It only costs $3 or $4 to get some weather stripping. So look at weatherizing your home. It's a lot of money in your home, saving on your energy bill just by weatherizing. And also, your lights, when you're not using those, cut those off. So look at little simple things that can save you money in and around your house. Another big thing you can save money is delaying the purchase of buying an automobile. If you're thinking about buying a new car or another automobile, delay that purchase. Let's say you're paying $400 a month on an automobile. If you delay the purchase of a car, if you could just do that, delay that 1 year, that could come to about $5,000 that you would have saved. Think about that $5,000 compounding interest over 10 years, 15 years, or whatever. That's a lot of money that you can save. So look at the little things that you can do that you have control over that can add money to your budget. You also you must think about, not want, must. You have to think about saving for retirement, because you and you alone will be responsible for your retirement. You cannot depend on Social Security. You can't depend on the government. You can't depend on anybody but yourself for your retirement. So make sure that you're investing in your 401k, that you sign up for that, if that's available at work. And if it's not, you can open an IRA, a Roth IRA. But make sure you have either a 401k or a Roth IRA or just a traditional IRA. And it would be even better if you could have a 401k plus an IRA. So look and see how much of that you can do and how much money you can put in that. Saving a little, you may not think saving just a little money, but saving just a few dollars or maybe $20 a month, that could give you $500,000. You could have $500,000 if you start saving $20 a month and you start saving when you're 25, age 25. If you wait until you're age 35, then you'll have $190,000. But that's more than nothing. But you can see how time and compounding can mean an awful lot. So think about that. Start saving, and start saving right now. Remember, you have choices, and make the better choice. Make the better choices. There are a lot of more ways you can save money at my website. So go to my website, drpearlenawallace.com, and look at a lot of other ways where you can save money and ways you can invest and save for retirement as well. Remember, the choice is yours. Make the better choice, and have a great financial future. I wish you well.